We are going to do this look today, you guys. I am on a roll. We are using the new Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette today to do this cut crease because I wanted to do something dramatic. But I'm going to start with this yellow shade. I don't know the names. My palette did come with like a sheet with the names on it, but I don't have it with me, so I have no idea what this um shade is. Is it maybe Pukey's or is this the other one? I don't know. But we're gonna use this with a Sigma brush all over as our first transition shade, and I'm just going to be buffing this out. It was quite pigmented. Um I did go over this maybe like 3 times because I wanted it a little bit brighter. And this is my eye that's a little bit more difficult, so what I did here, I patted it on and then I blended it out with the Sigma, I believe it's the E35 brush. And then I'm going to use this shade right here as my second transition shade. I'm going to keep this a little bit lower. And I did notice with this shade specifically, when you swatch it on your hand, it applies like so bright, so pigmented, and I did have to go over it like quite a few times to get the payoff that I wanted. So this shade so far is the one that I have used so far that I actually have found a little bit harder to use, because it's not applying as pigmented as when you would swatch it. So I did go over like maybe five times to get it like as deep as I wanted. And I'm just gonna buff out the edges with the brushes that we used before, and I'm just gonna go with the brush from before and just blend everything together. And then I'm gonna take these two shades, like the red tone and the darker tone, and blend this into the crease to start creating a little bit more of definition since we're going to be cutting the crease. And I'm going to be winging it out a little bit since we are doing a cut crease. And same as before, just taking the brush from before and blending them together. And I'm taking this dark green shade right here and I'm slowly putting this into the crease and blending it upwards just so it could blend with the other shades. And using darker colors, you do have to be careful not to apply too much, because once you go dark, it's like it could go downhill from there. And then I'm going to take the brush from before and blend it together. And it does look messy, but cutting the crease is gonna help clean it up so it won't look as bad. And then you can see here how long it takes to cut my crease. Like I do very small little strokes to make sure it looks crisp. And then one eye always tends to be a little bit higher than the other. Oh well, and this stuff right here is so good too for pigments. It's amazing. It's the LA Splash Midnight Elixir, I think. But I love using this as a base for glitter and shimmer shadows because it leaves them super nice on the lids. And I did apply this first, and then I'm applying the blue shadow all over my eyelid, and then leaving the inner part of my eye bare because we're going to apply a different color on there. And then I'm going to take this goldish color from the palette as well, and applying this in my inner part of my eye and then blending it towards the blue just to blend them together. I'll take the other side of the brush that doesn't have very much product of the blue shadow and further blending them together so they look seamless. Then I'm going to do a wing liner, and what I did off camera was apply the green shade again on the outer corner of my eyes to just deepen it up. And then I'm going to take this Urban Decay Midnight something glitter liner and applying it on the cut crease that we created, and then cleaning up my wing to make it nice and crisp. I'm taking this shade right here as my brow bone highlight and blending it downward so it's all blended together. And then taking this shade and using it as my inner corner highlight. And then I'm going to take a flat definer brush and apply the green shade all over, underneath my waterline, and using this LA Girl gold liner in my waterline. And then I'm blending the green out with the pencil brush and this orangey red shade right here. And then I'm going to use these Makeup Shack lashes. I'm not sure what the name is, but I will have it listed down below. And then I'm going to take the I Love Sarai E951 and one of the MAKEUPGEEK Showstopper liquid matte things to lighten it up, and that is the whole look. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you on my next one.